Well, hi guys, welcome to Shane's Great Outdoors. It's a lovely evening. As you can see, the sun's just about to set. It's about 7:30, and we've got the lines out, tight lines, and just looking at the rods there a little bit. There's a big run through here, and the lines tend to pull. They pull really quickly because it moves so quick. But we haven't got anything just yet. Haven't had any bites. Got some verm on. I'm using an Abu Garcia enticer on the big rod. Got some 2.0 hooks on there on a leader. I've got another smaller Omni rod with the same another 2.0 hook on a leader, both in sort of different, one just in the tide and one just in on the shore a bit. Now the last time I was here I caught a really nice bass, like 510 millimeters, and that was an absolute beauty of a fish. I'll probably give you a little look of it. So yeah, I'll give you a little look at that one. That one was lovely. That was a couple of weeks ago, that one. Very dark though, so it was really hard to see. So I'll have to get a better setup, looking into getting a light and maybe a better camera. I'm also looking into maybe getting a bit of footage underwater. So stay tuned and subscribe and like. And as soon as I get that on the footage, you'll be notified. So it's a lovely evening. It's probably 12 or 13 degrees at the moment. And went digging for some bait earlier on this afternoon. Wind's calmed down quite a lot. It's been quite windy the last 2 or 3 days, so it's not really been ideal. Me and my little boy tried to dig some bait across the other side of the bay the other day, and it wasn't happening. I managed to get a few bits of bait, but not a lot, and it was pretty cold and a bit windy. I brought the boy with me. He was going to be doing a bit of video recording for me, and he just enjoyed the actual trip itself, you know. I didn't actually get the camera out because it was so windy. It would have been too windy to have heard me talking. It would have been too it was quite grey as well, so wasn't an ideal afternoon, but we thought we'd give it a go, see what the crack was. But we managed to achieve what we needed to achieve this afternoon. We got the bait and got a bit in the old bait tub there, and so we'll see how this evening goes. High tide's at about 8 o'clock, is about 7:45 now. Like spending. As I thought, yeah, it's just the tide ripping through. I'll show you in a minute. There's a bit of weed about as well, which caused me a bit of a problem at the start. There's a bit of weed on the line. The line tends to go with tides running up that way and through there. So that caused me a bit of issues at the very beginning. But managed to get past the weed now. Most of the weeds drifted up on to the water's edge, and some of it's taken out in the tide, like, so it's good at the moment. And I got a bit of soup, some soup. Maybe get the old burner lit up, get the soup on the go. Got a cup, I'm gonna make my hot chocolate. Made that last time when I caught the bass. So that was my lucky omen. So normally about an hour after high tide, an hour after, we should see a bit of action. Mind you, it might need to get a little bit darker yet. I was actually in the dark the last time. It was only when my mate left. I was with my mate, but he was quite a bit further away. And it was only after he left and the headlights were on and they were shining across the water. And as soon as those headlights went, that was it. I was starting to get knocks on the rod. So I'm not really hopeful at the moment for anything. Although we are mainly bassing tonight, but we'll be lucky if we get something else. We've just got to pull on the big rod there. Again, must just be the tide again. But yeah, so I got a few taps after it went dark, which is usual. Because the bass normally they feed sort of at very low light levels, and I suppose that's the time they like to feed. It was also a very good time as well. The lunar times are very specific on how the bass feed as well. Probably put a little description in later on or some research on why they tend to feed like this. It is quite strange, but I have caught them other times other than the full moons, but that's prime peak times during 6 days before and after the full moon. You won't actually normally catch them on a full moon for some reason. I suppose they go a bit mad like people on the full moon, because that does tend to happen. People go a bit don't worry, there's no full moon tonight. I won't be turning into a werewolf just yet. I'm going to turn the video off because I'm going to conserve the battery, but as soon as I start getting bites, you'll be the first to know. So we've got two other fishermen down there, we know one of them. Briquettes on there. That'll keep me warm for a bit later because they stay quite warm. If it gets a bit cold later, which I'm expecting it to, probably drop down to just below 10 degrees. It tends to get a bit chilly, so it'll keep the stones nice and warm. Nice view of the island there as well. Oh, we might have some action. This larger rod had been bent over just a second ago. You can't quite see that one up the top there, but nothing to write home about just yet. Just waiting for that boom boom and arch over. As soon as you get that tension on the rod, bends over, gives a nice arch in it, and you know you got something on. Now, whereas the last time, because I don't have a tripod, I got these stones set up here, and they work perfectly. Saves me having to carry numerous amounts of gear, tripods and other accessories which aren't really needed. I mean, the stones are here and they do the job. They're part of the beach and just work. You can always improvise with nature, what nature gives you. There's no need to buy all these tripods and stuff. But anyway, like I say, the last time I was here and that big bass hit, it actually pulled my rod right over, it just went to the side. So, not expecting that to happen tonight because I've got some bigger stones in front. There's some people on the island. I shouted to them before, and I said, I hope you're not staying there for the evening because the tide would come in, because that dries up when the tide goes out and you can actually walk around there without a problem. But when it's a low enough tide to do so, and they tried to come across and I'd pre-warned them before, but they just didn't listen. So something always to be aware of in Guernsey or anywhere when you're out and it's a low tide. You've always got to be aware of what the tide is doing, because so many times it'll catch you out. And what people don't realise is there's high points where the stones are, and that's why that's ripping through there just so hard. And there's a bit of a lump in the middle, and it's where all the stones congregate in the middle, and then it sort of valleys off either side. And some people aren't aware it will come right the way round, and it'll only be the last minute before you realise, oh, that's your exit, and you've got to get out or get across there quickly. So a lot of people neglect to realise that, unfortunately. So you've always got to have respect for the sea, and fire as well. Respect for the sea, fire, and storms as well, I suppose, wind and the earth. So I have respect for all four. It's absolutely beautiful. Stay with us. As soon as we get those bites, you'll be the first to know. But I'm just going to save the battery for the moment, just until we get some action. Hopefully we won't blank. That'll be a bit of a pain, but I'm pretty optimistic. Stay tuned. See you in a bit. And girls, don't forget the ladies. No, just that tide rolling. Just chucking into a nice warm soup. Okay guys, so it's got a bit cold. So I've had to put the schmock on. Just about to make a bit of hot chocolate. And the lucky little thing that happened last time I was making the hot chocolate. So hopefully this will bring us some good luck. The old hot copper cocoa hopefully makes the rod go loco. Okay guys, just got a couple of hits on the rod. I think it might have gone. rod, which is the Omni. Unfortunately, I was so slow trying to get the camera sorted out, it didn't materialise. Unfortunately, I just went boom, boom. Makoko makes the rods go loco. Hopefully you should see a bit of action. I'm hopeful that it'll come back. Right, because I've had a knock on that line, or on that rod. I think because I've had a knock on that rod, I'm going to just check to see if the bait's still on it. Sometimes I take the bait right off. We had a good bite at that. Took it off in the middle. I'll put a bit more on there, and then if we don't get anything, then I think we're going to go. That's the old leader I got on there. Nice little bit of bait. Yeah, quite a bit of worm on that hook. Something definitely nibbled it off around it. Or pulled the end of the bait down. And took just the end off. It's happened before. Oh, I think we might blank. Let's hope not. Okay guys, I'm going to leave you off there for a bit. Don't worry, you can come straight back if I get a bite. Well, we got some knocks on this. We haven't blanked. Oh, yes. It's only a little schoolie, but we've fallen over. It's only a schoolie, believe us. But we don't like to disappoint. Here we go. We get that untangled. There we go. There we are. Let's have another shot of you before we go. There he is. He's off. Yeah, he's gone. Oh, I'm sorry about the picture not being very clear there. Probably should have turned the brightness down a bit. Okay, so well, I think I'm gonna pack up and oh, at least we didn't blank. Ah, what a relief. What a relief. We achieved what we came out to do, which was catch a fish. Right, so due to a certain issue we have, which is the whole virus thing, it's caused a bit of a problem because I'd normally have a light, and like a snap light on the end of the rod. Now I'd been getting bites on the other one because the bait had completely gone. So when I pulled it out, it was just a tiny little bit on the end. So I'd been getting bites on it, but I'd missed them because I couldn't see it properly, because that one was a lot higher than the other rod, and the way the light was, I couldn't see it. So I'll have to get an order in for the old snap lights. Right, so that concludes our evening. A summary, I suppose, would be in order. I think it's been an alright evening. Had my soup, and the old Choco makes the old rods go loco. Oh, I told you, the old Lucky hot chocolate. I'm gonna have to get some more of that and all. Okay, well, like and subscribe if you like my channel, and hopefully I'll see you again very soon. There'll be a lot more content. There'll be some bushcrafting, fishing, foraging, and there'll be some maybe mushroom foraging as well as wild plants, edible plants. Okay, thank you very much for watching. See you soon.